Perfect. Good evening, Rampage family. Welcome back to game 2 of a 4-game weekend. Tonight's game's matched up against the Washington Junior Capitals, or Little Capitals. The Little Caps. Coming off of a rough loss yesterday where, generally speaking, our biggest problem was we just could not put the puck in the net. So hopefully the boys are a little fired up, maybe a little angry after, losing that first one of the weekend, and hopefully they're fired up and ready to go, and maybe we'll see a little bit more aggressive offensively on the puck and whatnot. And so we're hoping for that. Hopefully the boys put in a real strong effort. Like to see them play aggressive, and even though they don't have anything standings wise, or there won't be any awards that come out of this weekend, this is one of those character weekends where we really just want to see the boys show up and play the best way they can, regardless of whether or not there's anything on the line. So I'd like to see him come out with a little bit of spunk, a little fire, and ready to play some hockey. So that's my hope for tonight. And the warm-up period has come to an end. So the boys will be wrangling in the pucks. They'll have their little pre-game meeting, get the boys fired up here shortly. And then we'll get ready to start period number 1. All right, we got the pucks all cleaned up, it looks like, or we're getting there. It does appear that we will have Zach Stahl in net tonight, if I'm viewing this correctly, which would make sense. We had Liam Holmes yesterday's game. Yep, it does look like we'll have Stahl in net tonight, and starting period number 1, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Sarver, Wheeler, and Bisley. All right, 17 minutes up on the board. Rampage win the draw back into their own zone. Wheeler comes back for it. He's going to skate back just behind his net, make a move to the outside. Wheeler up to Whitted, goes through the skate, on net, play will continue, and the goaltender's just going to cover it up, so we get a stoppage, and we'll have a face-off in the Capital zone. Just 15 seconds expired, so 16:45 left in period number 1. Capitals win the draw. They go hard off the boards, but not out of the zone. Now they're going to chip it up and out. Little back and forth at neutral. Capitals send it in. Stahl's going to hold it up behind the net for Wheeler. Wheeler sends it up on the far side, comes up to Whitted. Whitted through neutral, to Sarver. Sarver's into the zone with it, goes down into the corner. Puck comes up the wall. Whitted gets there. He's going to turn with it, sends it over to Huff. And we've got a penalty coming to Johnny Sarver. You know, it's real classy when a team celebrates penalties against the other team. I'll tell you that much right now. So with 16-19 left in period number 1, Rampage are going to be on the penalty kill for the first time this game. Out on the ice, we've got Whittingham, Foster, Merrill, and Espirito. I forgot how cheap and awful these guys are, so buckle up, folks. Capitals win the draw. Shot taken, doesn't make it through. Espirito off the wall, up to Foster. Foster clears the zone. Capitals are going to turn it back around. They're offside, and we do get a whistle. So faceoff's going to come back outside of the zone with 16:06 left in the period and 1:48 on the penalty kill. Faceoff on the close side. Whittingham to take the draw. Tied up on the draw. Capitals are going to win it back. Reset in the neutral zone. Over to the near side, into the Rampage zone with it. Centering pass, shot taken. That one sneaks through. So 15:55 left in period number 1. Junior Capitals go up 1-0 on a power play goal. Out on the ice, we've got McManus, Wilton, King, Wheeler, and Bisley. So Rampage go down by 1 on a really ticky-tack call that led to a power play goal. Capitals win the draw. They send it up and into the Rampage zone. Wheeler's going to turn with it. Makes a move back behind the net. Takes it to the far side. Gets tripped up. No call. Another shot. Stahl with the save. Puck's back behind the net. Capitals pull it out. The net comes off its moorings. And so we get a stoppage. And we got a kid getting in our goaltender's face. Nothing quite like kids getting in goalies' faces after the whistle. Out on the ice, we've got Sarver, Whitted, Drexel, Bender, and Espirito. Capitals win the draw. A quick shot goes up and over, comes to the near side wall. Puck down low into the corner. It's tied up down low. Whitted's in there. Bender comes in to help out. Puck goes to the far side corner. Espirito gets there, holds up, flips it up in the air out to neutral ice. Capitals send it back the other way. Drexel tries to take it back and forth, a little bit back and forth at neutral ice, and it gets sent into the Rampage zone. Sarver sends it hard around the boards to the near side point, comes up and out of the zone, and we've got a hand pass, so we get a stoppage. Face-off will be outside the Rampage zone. 14:59 left in period number 1. Out on the ice, Sarver, Whitted, Drexel, Merrill, and Huff. Tied up on the draw. It's going to come back into the Rampage zone. Capitals send it up to the blue line, flip it in from up high. Merrill knocks it down, feeds it over to Drexel. Back off the wall, looking for Sarver outside the reach. It's into the Capital zone. Up the boards, Huff sends it across towards Drexel. Goes off his skate, he has to come back for it. Drexel comes back, skates to the near side, drops it for Huff. Huff up to Merrill. Merrill feeds it through, and that's going to be icing. So we get a whistle. Faceoff will be back in the Rampage zone. 14:28 left in period number 1. Out on the ice, we've got Whittingham, Roberts, Foster, Wheeler, and Bisley. Rampage win the draw back in the corner. Bisley holds up. He's got players on. Whittingham with a big hit. Wheeler's going to pick up the puck. He's going to skate it up and out of the zone. Takes the red line. He's into the zone with it. Roberts, unable to get the shot. It's through. Second shot. That one goes in. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. It looks like it came. Blaze Wheeler got it. I think Roberts took the first shot. Goaltender made the save, and then Wheeler picked up the rebound and put it top shelf. So 14-13 left in period number 1. Rampage tie it up 1-1. Same crew out on the ice as before. Capitals are going to pull it out of the pile and flip it into the Rampage zone. Wheeler has to come back behind the net for it. Gets pinned up in the corner. Changes direction, sends it the other way. Bisley off the wall, looking for Foster. Comes up but not out. Back to Bisley. He picks it up, sends it off the boards. Roberts is going to chip it into the zone and give chase. Whittingham goes in down low after the puck. He's got it on the far side. Puck gets sent up and out, and this should be icing. And is indeed. So we get a whistle. Face-off will be back in the Capital zone with 13:40 left in period number 1. Get a quick change of players. It looks like we've got McManus, Wilton, King, Bender, and Espirito. Capitals win the draw. They skated up. Send it cross ice to the near side. They're into the Rampage zone. Shot taken. Goes wide of the net. Ends up all the way up and out of the zone on the far side. Wilton wrangles it in. Leaves it for McManus. McManus into the zone. Shot taken. Goes up and over. Ends up on the near side wall. Fed back to Bender. Bender takes a shot up high. Deflected. Goalie manages to get a piece of it. Ends up in the corner. Puck sent up and out of the zone. And a big elbow to Bender's face up against the boards when the puck wasn't there. But play will continue. King's going to pick it up. He makes a move down low in the corner. Quick steal by the Capitals. Feed it up. Shot taken. And Stahl with the save. He's going to hang on. 12:55 left in period number 1. Face-off in the Rampage zone. Out on the ice, we've got Sarver, Drexel, Whitted, Huff, and Merrill. Capitals win the draw up and out of the zone. They have to come back for it. Sarver applying pressure on the forecheck. Capitals turn it around. It's at neutral ice. Side up at the neutral zone. And they're going to flip it into the Rampage zone. Puck down low. Back behind the net. Whitted gets a stick on it. Sends it over to Drexel. Drexel to Merrill. And we got a penalty coming to Brandon Huff. And again, celebrating a penalty against the other team. That's just Bush League hockey. So 12:29 left in period number 1. Rampage are back on the penalty kill. Out on the ice to start the PK, we've got Whittingham, Foster, Bisley, and Wheeler. Capitals win the draw, send it across to the near side. Shot taken, Stahl with the save. It's loose, just behind the net. Whittingham picks it up, turns and skates with it, feeds it up for Foster. Foster's out of the zone. Across the red line into the Capitals zone with it. Capitals are going to turn, coming back the other direction. Cross the red line, into the Rampage zone. Fed up top of the circle at the blue line. Shot taken, Stahl makes the save. It ends up in the far corner. Puck comes up, Foster with a steal, excuse me. Foster's skating through. He's into the zone with it. Down low. Capitals are going to take it away and then comes back to the near side. Capitals feed it back behind the net. Capitals pick it up back behind their net. They're going to skate it up and out of the zone. In the red line, into the Rampage zone with it. Dropped it up to the point, crossed to the far side. Fed down low. Drexel's going to pick it up, skates it out of the zone, takes the red line, is going to dump it in. Goaltender holds it up behind their net. We've got 47 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Rampage boys. Capitals skated up out of their zone. Drexel ties things up, sends it back to Espirito, flips it up and out of the zone. Capital skated back into their own zone and regroup. 34 seconds left on the PK. Capital skate out from behind their net, over to the near side, through neutral zone, into the Rampage zone with it. They feed it back behind the net to the far side corner. Send the puck around again to the near side. Espirito gets it in there, mixes things up for a little bit, and puck goes off of a skate and bounces towards Stahl. He makes a save. Drexel with the steal, flips it up and out. Apparently you can interfere and hold and whatever if you're in a Capitals jersey. Capitals flip it into the zone. Rampage are back at full strength. Bisley picks it up behind his net. Changes direction, looking for Merrill. Merrill has to come back for it. Feeds it up the wall, comes up and out of the zone. Capitals pick it up, skate backwards into their own zone with it, and then send it up to neutral zone. Quick move, and Capitals are into the Rampage zone with it on the far side. Centering pass. King has the puck, flips it up in the air, off the boards, and out of the zone. Wilton's given chase on the forecheck. Capitals flip it up and into the crowd, and every fan has to have their eyes on a swivel because this glass is short, and we talked about it before the game. These pucks come fast, and they're right at head level. So 9:50 left in the period. Face off in the Capital zone. We've got King, Wilton, McManus, Wheeler, and Bisley on the ice. Rampage win the draw. King tries to flip it up to the point. Held at the point. Tied up on the near side boards. Bouncing around. Wilton gets the stick on it. Puck still kind of tied up against the wall. McManus is in there as well. And so far, nobody has the puck. Wilton picks it up, drives it down, and then he's going to drive down back behind the net. Capitals send it hard around the boards. It's going to come up and out, and this should be icing. And we get a whistle. Face-off will be back in the Capital zone. 9:17 left in period number 1. And we've got pushing and shoving in front of the bench, and I'd say the boys are getting a little fired up, which is maybe a good thing. So out on the ice, we've got Whittingham, Roberts, Foster, Bender, and Espirito. Capitals win the draw. They're going to send it up and out to neutral. Bender knocks it down, flips it back, and Rampage are offside. Capitals win the draw. They're going to flip it into the zone. It goes into the far corner. Espirito gets over there. He gets pinched up a little bit. Capitals send it across to the near side. Shot from up high. And what we have was goaltender interference followed by a goal. Stahl had lost his stick due to some goaltender interference that was uncalled. So with 8:57 left in period number 1, Capitals go up 2-1 on a BS no call. Capitals win the draw to the near side. Send it into the zone. And they're offside, I guess. Face off outside the Rampage zone. Same crew out as before. Sarver, Whitted, Drexel, Merrill, and Huff. Rampage win the draw. Huff over to Merrill. A quick steal by the Capitals. Keep it in the zone. Fed across to the near side. Puck back behind the net now. Huff's going to pick it up. Fed back to Merrill. Puck stuck on the near side wall. Whitted's going to pick it up. Feeds it across to Drexel. Little back and forth at neutral. Puck back in the Rampage zone. Whitted picks it up, sends it up to Sarver. Sarver sends it back the other way. Merrill has to go back and, I'm sorry, Huff's going to go back and wrangle it in. Huff sends it up to Sarver, goes off his stick and into the Capital zone. Puck down low in the corner. Sent up and out to neutral ice. Bisley's going to come back into his own zone for it. He picks it up, makes a move back behind his net, changes direction, sends the puck up to Sarver. Sarver flips it off the boards for Drexel. Drexel into the zone, takes an elbow to the head. Little back and forth at neutral ice. Capital send it off the near side boards into the zone. This should be icing, and is. So we get a whistle stoppage face-off back in the Capital zone. 7:32 left in period number 1. Out on the ice, we've got McManus, King, Wilton, Bisley, and Wheeler. Capitals will win the draw. They're going to send it the distance into the Rampage zone. Play will continue. Wheeler sends it over to Bisley. Bisley up. McManus takes a cross check, and we are going to get a penalty. So with 7:13 left in period number 1, Rampage are going to be on their first power play of the night. Out on the ice to start the power play unit, we've got Whitted, Drexel, Whittingham, Bisley, and Wheeler. Tied up on the draw, it's in the ref's skates. It looks like Capitals are going to flip it up off the board. Wheeler knocks it down. Sends it to Whittingham. Whittingham turns over to Whitted. Whitted back to Whittingham, up to Bisley. Bisley across to Wheeler. Wheeler loses it in his skates, sends it back towards Bisley outside the reach. It's going to come out of the zone. Rampage have to tag up. Bisley to Drexel. Drexel's going to turn with it through neutral. Drexel's into the zone. Capitals flip it up in the air and clear the zone with it. Espirito has to knock it down. Sends it to Wheeler on the far side. Wheeler's going to skate it in. Takes a hit. Check into the face mask. And the Capitals are going to ice the puck. 6:24 left in period number 1. 1:11 on the power play. Out on the ice, we've got Espirito, Merrill, Roberts, Foster, and Sarver. Puck goes right towards the goaltender, who's going to cover it up, and we'll just get another one just like before. 1:08 left on the power play. Puck comes back to Espirito, and Sarver blows a tire. Espirito has to wrangle the puck back in. Sarver sends it across. Capitals with the steal, and we got a penalty coming to the Capitals. So with 6:09 left in period number 1, Rampage are going to have a 56-second 5-on-3 power play. So coming out on the ice to take over on the power play, we've got Whitted, Whittingham, Drexel, Wheeler, and Bisley. Rampage win the draw, goes off the ref skates. Drexel sends it up to Wheeler on the blue line. Wheeler over to Bisley. Bisley skates in, shot taking. Goaltender makes a save. Drexel wrangles it in. Drexel up to Bisley. Back to Drexel. Cross to Wheeler. Wheeler takes a shot, goes wide of the net, comes up the boards on the near side. 30 seconds left to 5-on-3. Drexel up to Bisley, back to Drexel. Down low to Whitted. Whitted tries to backhand it, goes wide of the net, ends up in the far corner, and Capitals fire it. And we get a whistle for icing. We'll get another face-off back in the Capital zone. 16 seconds left to 5-on-3. 1:21 left on the remaining penalty. 5:29 in the period. Same crew out as before. Rampage win the draw, up to Wheeler at the point. Wheeler to Bisley. Bisley skates in, down to Drexel, cross ice. Stick in the way. Wheeler has to come back and keep it in the zone. Wheeler up to Bisley. Capitals are at 4. Whittingham over to Drexel. Shot taken. Puck is still loose. Comes up and out of the zone. Man, puck was there. Rampage just couldn't get a stick on it. Whittingham turns. He's back into the zone with it. Skates in, takes a shot. Goaltender makes a save. Capitals send it hard around the boards to the near side. Bisley's going to keep it in the zone. Puck tied up on the near side wall. Bisley skates it off over to Wheeler. 34 seconds left of power play time. Back to Whittingham. Shot taken, goes off a body wide of the net. Drexel feeds it up to Whittingham. Whittingham over to Bisley. Bisley down to Wheeler. Wheeler skates in, sends it across to Drexel, goes off his stick. 17 seconds left of power play time. Whittingham up to Bisley. Bisley back to Whittingham, down to Drexel in the corner. Centering pass comes through, and now Capitals are going to clear. That should be icing, and is. So we do get a whistle. Faceoff will be back in the Capital zone. Just 2 seconds left of power play time for the Rampage boys. 4:10 left in the period. Coming out to take over, we've got Roberts, Foster, Espirito, Bender, and Sarver. Rampage win the draw. Espirito takes a shot. Goaltender has it in his glove. It's going to hang on. So we'll get another face-off, and Capitals are back at 5. 4:06 left in period number 1. Capitals send the puck around to the near side. Bender turns it back around again, and then Capitals are going to pick it up and they dump it into the Rampage zone. Puck around to the far corner. Comes up to Foster. Foster skates it off the wall. He's going to skate out of the zone with it up to Sarver. Sarver sends it down. Puck rims around to the far side. Roberts gets there, pinches in, pulls it off the wall, feeds it down, looking for Sarver, and now Capitals have it on their stick. They're going to clear it up and out. Espirito knocks it down, makes a move to the outside wall, sends the puck into the zone. He's going to go for a change. Capitals turn and send it to the near side. Nice poke check by Brendan Huff, keeps the puck out of the zone. Capitals were offside, unless the puck didn't go in. The Capitals were offside on that one. Play is continuing. Puck tied up on the near side board right here in front of me. Sarver's in the mix. Capitals are going to send it into the Rampage zone. Stahl holds it up behind the net. And we've got another penalty coming to Johnny Sarver for roughing. So with 3:06 left in period number 1, Rampage are back on the penalty kill. Out on the ice to start the penalty kill, we've got Wheeler, Bisley, Whitted, and Drexel. Rampage win the draw. Bisley picks it up. It's going to skate behind the net. Bisley flips it up in the air. Capitals skate it down into the corner. The far side. Puck up to the blue line. Down low on the near side. Fed to the center. Shot goes wide of the net. Ends up on the far wall. Drexel gets in there. Ties up a player momentarily. Puck up to the point on the far side. Shot from up high. Saul makes a save. It goes out to the far corner. Puck comes up to the blue line. Missed pass is going to come up and out of the zone. Capitals have to come back for it. Drexel's going to apply pressure on the forecheck to make the player have to make a move. Quick steal by Whitted's going to send it back behind the net, the Capitals, where they have to regroup. Capitals send it up, goes off a skate. Now they're going to skate it through neutral into the Rampage zone with it. Just about a minute left of penalty kill time for the Rampage boys. Puck tied up down low. Up to the blue line. Back down to the near side wall. Centering pass, turned and fired. And a shot from right out front and between the circles. Capitals are going to go up 3-1 on another power play goal. 1:55 left in period number 1. Out on the ice, we've got McManus, Wilton, King, Espirito, and Bender. It does look like we're going to have a quick change of goaltenders, and Liam Holmes is going to come in to join the group. Rampage win the draw. Espirito sends it over to Bender on the near side. Bender takes a heavy hit to the face mask. Wilton's into the zone. Drops it for King. Shot goes off of skates. Now King's going to feed it up to Bender. Bender takes a shot. You know, they can't check in the face mask. Breakaway into the zone. Liam Holmes is going to cover it up. 1:30 left in the period. Out on the ice, we've got Foster, Whittingham, Roberts, Huff, and Merrill. Face off in the Rampage zone. Capitals win the draw, split the difference. The puck's going to go all the way back into their own zone. Roberts on the forecheck. Puck comes through. Now Huff's going to pick it up in his own zone. Cross to Merrill. Back to Huff. Huff has to wrangle it back in. Sends it up to Merrill. To Roberts. Roberts is into the zone. A little bouncing around, and the puck's going to end up in that far corner down low. Capitals send it up, but Merrill pinches in, keeps it in. Takes a shot from up high. Goalie makes a save. Puck comes across to the near side. And apparently we have a delayed penalty coming to Rampage. I think we may have penalties coming to both teams based on what I saw. We had one coming to Colorado, and I think there was retaliation that led to a penalty going both ways. So with 44 seconds, yeah, like how about keep a team away from our fucking bench? Out on the ice, we've got Whitted, Drexel, Sarver, Wheeler. And so we've got another penalty coming to Washington Capitals for, we had a player didn't like what he saw, came over and mixed it up right in the middle of our bench. So it looks like we got penalties coming to both sides. Or no, maybe Roberts had a 2 and 10. No, we've got penalties going to both sides. So 44 seconds left in period number 1. I think we're going to stay 5-on-5 because we had 2 sets of offsetting penalties, but we'll see how it goes. Currently out on the ice, we've got Whitted, Sarver, Drexel, Bisley, and Wheeler. Face-off should come out of the zone with offsetting penalties, but looks like it's going to be in the Rampage zone. And it does look like we're going to be 5-on-5. So, as I mentioned, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Sarver, Wheeler, Bisley. Rampage win the draw. Wheeler's going to flip it up in the air out to Drexel. Drexel skates through. He's into the zone. Drexel takes a shot up high. Goaltender makes a save. Drexel picks up the rebound. Centers the pass out to Wheeler. Goes off his stick, and now Capitals are going to clear. Bisley has to come back for it. He's got players on. Capitals keep it in the Rampage zone. Puck comes to the near side corner. Whitted makes a quick move to Wheeler. Wheeler picks it up. He's going to make a move out of the zone. Picks up the puck. He's going to send it in hard on net. Goaltender's going to cover it up. And we'll get a face-off in the Capitals zone. Just 9 seconds left in the period. Looks like we'll keep most of the same players out there. We've got Drexel, Whitted, Sarver, Espirito, and Bender. 9 seconds left. Rampage win the draw, comes up and out of the zone. Bender has to come back for it. Over to Espirito. Flips it up. Player trips on it. It's in the zone. Shot taken. And time expires on period number 1. Your score after 1 is 3-1 in favor of the Washington Little Capitals. Everybody's getting just a little bit dialed up. Looks like we got Coach Dion talking to the ref, and Coach KP is talking to the team right now in between periods. Let's hope they're a little more ready to go, a little more offensive pressure I'd like to see. By our boys, of course, and currently down by a 2-goal deficit, so really like to see us battle back and see what we've got left. All right, out on the ice to start period number 2. We've got Whitted, Sarver, Drexel, Wheeler, Bisley, and Liam Holmes in net. Rampage win the draw. Bisley over to Wheeler. Wheeler back to Bisley. Bisley sends it up, looking for Drexler off the stick. I said Drexler, I meant Drexel. That should have been icing, but gets waved off. Puck comes up, Whitted's got, turns with it, sends it over to Sarver, goes off a skate. Capitals turn it around, tag up, come back into the zone. Bisley down low in the corner, sends it up the wall. Wheeler off the boards. Sarver picks it up. Cross to Drexel. Drexel's into the zone, sends it over, looking for Whitted, bounced up and over. Puck coming back the other way. And Capitals are offside into the zone, but Rampage bring it back out. Merrill's helmet comes off. And if that's not head contact, I don't know what is. They're calling a rough. Let's see if they give him any more. They're not, even though his helmet came completely off because he got hit in the head, which is a 2 and 10 at this level every day of the week. but not tonight. So 16-14 left in period number 2. Rampage is going to go on the power play. Out on the ice, we've got McManus, Sarver, Wilton, Espirito, and Wheeler. A little bit different power play look than I think we've seen yet this season. Capitals win the draw, send it over to the near side boards. Tied up on the boards, Espirito keeps it in. Wilton's going to drive it down low, feeds it up to Espirito. Back down low into the corner. Wilton picks it up behind the net. Wilton feeds it up to Wheeler. Wheeler makes a move at the point, keeps it in, sends it over to Espirito. Espirito down to Sarver. And then Capitals with a quick steal. They clear the zone and hold it up down low. They're going to reset, send it across to the far side. McManus feeds it back to Wheeler. Wheeler knocks it down in his zone. He's going to let everybody regroup. Wheeler sends it up, looking for McManus, goes off his stick and into the zone. He's going to give chase. Capitals try to send it to the far side. Don't get much on it. McManus picks it up, holds it at the blue line, over to Wheeler. Shot from up high, goes off a body, doesn't make it through. Follow-on attempt, and now Capitals clear the zone, and Rampage are offside. .59 seconds left of power play time. 15-13 left in period number 2. Drexel, Whitted, Whittingham, Bisley, and Wheeler on the ice. Rampage win the draw. Bisley over to Wheeler. Wheeler's going to send it in. Puck down low. Whitted pinches on the far side boards. Sends it up to Drexel. Drexel feeds it, looking for Bisley. And now a poke check, and Capitals have a breakaway. Shorthanded into the Rampage zone. Quick move. Holmes with a nice save. Whittingham has to pick up the puck back behind his net. Sends it up towards Wheeler. Off the boards, up to Whitted. Whitted's into the zone. Holds up momentarily, feeds it down, looking for Drexel. Nice stick by Capitals. Wheeler knocks it down out of the air. Now the puck's going to get cleared up and out. Bisley has to come back for it. Just 10 seconds left of power play time. Bisley has the puck back behind his net, and we have a penalty coming to Whittingham, but I didn't see what happened. It was way back behind the play. So with 14:21 left in period number 2, we'll be 4-on-4 for 8 seconds, followed by almost a full penalty kill. So out to take on the 4-man attack, we've got Foster, Roberts, Merrill, and Espirito. Take on the 4-man attack that will quickly turn into a penalty kill. Puck bounces way up in the air, doesn't come out of the zone, and now still doesn't come out of the zone. Now it gets cleared out. Capitals send it back in neutral ice, and their penalty is expired. Rampage are on the penalty kill. Roberts to take the draw. Same crew out as before. Capitals win the draw. They're going to send it back into their own zone. Skated to the far side. 1:36 left of penalty kill time for the Rampage. Skated in, and a shot from the top of the circle. So another power play goal. Just so we're clear, that makes 3 power play goals for the Washington Capitals in this game. 13:53 left in period number 2. Rampage are down 4-1. Out on the ice, we've got too many players. I'm not sure who's going to stay. We've got King, Wilton, McManus, Espirito, and Bender, it looks like. Into the Rampage zone. Puck down low, pinched up against the wall on the near side. Comes up to the point. Capitals send it in just wide of the net. Goes to the far side wall. Puck comes up to McManus. McManus turns with it. He's going to skate to the near side. He flips it into the zone and gives chase. McManus down low in the corner, gets tied up. Puck comes up. King's in there. McManus has it back. Puck comes to the near side wall. Up to Wilton. Wilton takes a shot up high, goes wide of the net, ends up in the far corner. Capitals come back for it. They're sending it hard around the boards, up and out of the zone. Back into the Rampage zone. Bender gets there, but a Capitals player's on it. Puck gets tied up on the near side boards. Shot from up high. Holmes makes the save. Merrill picks it up down low. Flips it up, goes off of his stick, bounces out to a Capitals player, skates back into his own zone with it. They send it up to neutral ice. Wilton knocks it down, and now Capitals are going to send it into the zone. Quick move, shot taken. Holmes with a nice save. Pass goes across and through to the far side wall. Puck down low, back behind the net. And we have a penalty coming to Merrill. That one was not super weak. 12:23 left in period number 2. Rampage are back on the penalty kill again. Out on the ice, we've got Whitted, Drexel, Wheeler, Bisley to start the penalty kill. 12:23 left in period number 2. Rampage down by 3. And puck comes up to the point, but not out. Capitals keep it in, down on the far side wall. They drop it at the wall. They send it up, but nobody's home, so the puck comes up and out. Capitals have to tag up. They send it back into their own zone. They're going to wrangle it in and regroup. Capitals send it up the near side. They're through neutral. Into the Rampage zone with it. Skate down low. Puck goes on net. Down low in the corner. We have a penalty coming. Sorry. No, it was played with a high stick. Up to Drexel, the Whitted. Through neutral. Whitted makes a move, drops it for Drexel. Drexel turns around, gives it back to Whitted. And that one's going to go in. 11:27, we've got a shorthanded goal. You know, sometimes a little dumb luck is just fine. So, Whitted to Drexel, really nice behind the back pass from Drexel back to Whitted. Whitted kind of chipped it out front. It went off of a Capitals player's skate and bounced up and in. So, 11:27 left in period number 2. Score is 4-2 now. And Rampage still have 1:04 left on the penalty kill. Out on the ice, we've got Whittingham, Foster, Espirito, and Huff. Rampage win the draw. Huff comes back for it, gives it over to Espirito. Espirito feeds it up and out, and that one should be icing. And we do get a whistle, and the faceoff will be back in the Rampage zone. 54 seconds left of penalty kill time. Which, yeah, that's about right. Same crew out as before. Capitals win the draw. Near side wall. They're going to skate it down low. Hold up on the wall. Fed down low. Cross ice pass. Shot goes up and over and ends up in the near side corner. Capitals pick it up. Shot from up high. Holmes with the save. It's going to bounce way up in the air. And we're calling a hand pass. So with 10:51 left in period number 2, we have 28 seconds left on the penalty kill. We'll get another face-off in the, just outside the Capitals zone. Out on the ice, we've got Whitted, Drexel, Wheeler, and Bisley. Rampage win the draw. Bisley has to come back for it. Wheeler gets back there first. He's got a player on him. Sends it over to Drexel. Drexel tries to feed it up. Sticks on, and the puck doesn't come out. Whitted's going to pick it up. Turns with it. Oh, looking for Drexel. Just misled it a little bit. puck tied up back in the Capitals zone. Capitals with it. They're going to regroup. Nice poke check by Drexel. Nice steal. Drexel sends a puck just up and over. Bisley sends a shot in. Deflects wide of the net. Rampage are back at full strength. Capitals make a move back in their own zone with it. Unable to clear. Whitted tries to feed it for Drexel. Capitals get there first. Capitals into the Rampage zone. Puck down low into the corner. Whitted pulls it off the wall, holds up, makes a move, feeds it up to Wheeler. Wheeler's going to skate through. He's into the Capital zone. Shot taken. Goalie gets a piece of it. Ends up in the far side. Esperito pinching in. Keeps puck in the zone. And now Capitals almost, now they do clear it. It comes out to neutral ice. Esperito ties things up. Takes the puck away for a second. Little back and forth. Wheeler's going to have to come over for it. He feeds it up to Foster. Goes off his stick and into the zone. And I think Wheeler's going to go for a change. Sarver pinches it up in the corner. Whittingham comes down low looking for it. Puck comes up the far wall, but not out. Bender pinching in. Whittingham knocks it out of the air, takes a shot up and over. Man, we've had a lot of shots that just not hitting the net tonight. Feeds over to Bender at the far side point. Bounces on him, comes out of the zone. Whittingham has to come back and pick it up. Whittingham turns, feeds it up, looking for Bender. Caps send it back in. They were offside. No whistle. Linesman wasn't looking at the players on the ice. Bender sends the puck in, or out, I'm sorry. Roberts changes direction. Capitals coming back the other way. This time onside. Puck ends up down low, back behind the net. Puck up to the point, but not out. Shot up high, body's in the way, puck ends up in the far corner. Capitals feed it up the wall, they feed it up to the point. Down the far side wall, pass across, body's in the way, it's going to bounce out front. Roberts sends it up and clears it. Couple players going after the puck. Capitals are going to pick it up, turn around and back the other way. Puck back into the zone. Capitals center of the pass, it comes across to Foster. And then the puck comes up and out. Capitals knock it down. And it's back out at neutral ice. Lots of back and forth at neutral right now. Capitals are going to pick it up and send it into the Rampage zone. Shot from the far side. Holmes with the save. Puck ends up at the near wall. Wilton's going to skate it up and out. Dump it in and give chase. Rampage getting a change. Oh, nice steal by Wilton. McManus comes in and fans on the shot. Merrill picks it up. Drives it in the corner. Centering pass. Puck's out front. That one's going to go in. So, nice aggressive play by Nick Wilton on that one. Little back and forth. Merrill feeds it out front. Puck bounces out front, and Nick Wilton picks it up and puts it in. So with 7:30 left in period number 2, Rampage closes the gap to 1 with a score of 4-3, and we will go to an ice cut. So I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll come back in about 10 minutes or so. I always have to be really careful not to hit that stop button. It's too close. All right.
It gives you an option now.
Oh, does it? Okay, that's good. That's right. That's to protect you from guys like me, clumsy fingers. All right, folks, welcome back as we get ready to start the second half of the second period. When we get started, face-off will be at center ice. We've got 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in period number 2. Score is currently 4-3 in favor of the Washington Little Capitals. Right before the break, we had a goal that went to Nick Wilton. And out on the ice, we've got Sarver, Drexel, Whitted, Bisley, Wheeler, and Holmes. Rampage win the draw back into their own zone. Bisley comes back for it. Sends it cross ice to Whitted. Leaves it for Sarver. Sarver makes a move. He's into the zone. Puck in the skates. Puck down low into the corner. Sarver's going to send it around the boards to the near side. Bisley sends it towards the goaltender. Ends up down low in the corner. Comes up and out of the zone. Drexel's going to pick it up. Skates it out. Tries to sauce it across. Capitals get in the way. They're back in the Rampage zone. Shot from up high. Liam makes the save. Puck ends up in the near side wall. Quick takeaway. Puck comes out. Whitted's got it in neutral ice. He's got Sarver on the far side. Feeds it over, looking for Sarver. Goes just behind him. Puck gets held up down low in the corner, and Capitals are going to clear it. That should be icing when it gets there, and it is. We get a whistle face-off. Be back at the Rampage, or in the Capital zone, with 6:41 left in period number 2. Get some fresh skaters on the ice. We've got Whittingham, Huff, Merrill, Foster, Roberts. Capitals win the draw. They send it back behind their own net to the near side. Puck comes up and out to neutral ice. Held up on the boards. Roberts picks it up, skates it back into his hit zone. Capitals get a stick in the way of the pass. Puck back down low, tied up in the corner. Capitals still with it. They're going to feed it up to the point on the far side. Sent it in, doesn't quite make it through, and now Holmes is going to poke it out front. Puck ends up back behind the net, out to the near side wall. Capitals send it back. Puck comes up, and Roberts up to Foster. Foster skates it up and out, wrangles it back into the zone. Capitals with a quick takeaway, and then puck comes out, and Rampage are offside. 5:54 left in period number 2. We're going to face off just outside the Capital zone. Out on the ice, we've got King, Wilton, McManus, Espirito, and Bender. Tied up on the draw, goes into the Capital zone. Capital send it across to the near side and back again. They don't connect. Bender's going to get back. No icing. Bender sends it around to the near side. Up the wall. Capitals hold it at the point. Puck on the near side wall. Comes up and out to center. Quick move. Capitals take a shot from right between the circles and go up by a score of 5-3 at 5:32 left in period number 2. Out on the ice, we've got Sarver, Whitted, Drexel, Wheeler, and Bisley. Rampage win the draw, goes all the way back into the zone. Bisley has to chase it down. changes directions, looking for Drexel on the near side. Capitals pinching in. They're going to keep it in the zone. Feed it up on the near side wall. Send it across to the far side. Shot from up high. Holmes has it in his glove. He's going to hang on. Face off in the Rampage zone. 5:12 left in period number 2. Same crew out as before. Rampage win the draw, back into the corner. Wheeler's tied up. He's got a couple players on him. Whitted comes in to try to help out. Whitted pulls it out of the pile. Capitals with a takeaway. Wheeler tries to take it back. Bisley sends it up and out of the zone. Capitals come back for it in their own zone with it. Send it across to the near side. Cross ice to the far side again. Bisley has it in Rampage zone. Bisley sends it up looking for Whitted. Bounces off a skate. That's offside. There is no non-offside in this level. Up to Whitted. Whitted feeds it to Sarver off a stick. He's going to chase it down into the zone. Sarver picks it up. Goaltender was out of position for just a minute. Drexel has it behind the net, and I think the net came off. So we have a stoppage. We'll have a face-off in the Capitals zone. 4:27 left in period number 2. Out on the ice, we've got Roberts, Whittingham, Foster, Huff, and Merrill. Capitals win the draw, but Foster's going to jump in there. Puck comes up. Huff takes a shot from the point. Doesn't make it through. Capitals are going to skate it up, but not out. Whittingham with a takeaway. Nice turnover. Whittingham skates in. And somehow, I don't know how that didn't go in. I think he had him beat. Was the puck on the other side of him? Did he just get it? Did the goalie just stop it? I couldn't.
So, but the goalie was out and the puck was sitting right.
It was sitting in front. That's what I thought it was like. All right, 4:07 left in period number 2. Face off in the Capital zone. Roberts, Whittingham, Foster, Merrill, Huff. And the linesman didn't like something about the face-off, so he's going to do it again. Quick shot. Goaltender gets a piece. It's going to end up in the near side corner. Capitals clear it up and out. It's into the Rampage zone. Huff has to hurry back. He's got a player on. Puck down on the inside wall, feeds across to the far side, up to the point, shot taken off a body up into the netting and out of play. So with 3:40 left in period number 2, we'll get a face-off in the Rampage zone. A few fresh skaters out on the ice. We've got McManus, Wilton, King, Bender, and Espirito. Rampage win the draw. It's back behind the net. Bender has to rush. Comes to the near side. And Wilton gets tied up, and now the puck goes to the far side. Capitals keep it down low. Bender picks it up. He's going to skate to the far side, sends it up for King, goes off the stick and out to neutral ice. Capitals turn around, send it back the other direction, and they turn and dump it into the Rampage zone. Puck on the near side corner. Espirito's in there. He's got a player on him. He's going to make a quick move, send the puck up the wall. McManus kicks it off the wall to the far side. Out to neutral ice. Capitals send it up. Wilton has to wait for Rampage to tag up, and they do. And they send it into the Capital zone on the near side. McManus goes after it down low in the corner. Puck tied up down low. King and McManus are there. King pulls it out of the pile. Capitals with the quick steal. They're going to skate up and out of the zone into the Rampage zone with it. Shot taken, goes up and over, and it's going to rim around and come up and out of the zone. Capitals send it cross ice. Wheeler ties it up. He turns with it. He's going to skate to neutral. He's into the zone with it. Just loses the handle on his way in, and it gets held up at the point, but not out. And now Capitals are going to turn and clear it. Bisley comes back for it to neutral ice. Fans on the pass. Puck gets chipped up in the air. McManus pulls it off. Sarver collects. Sarver feeds it across to, and the shot goes wide of the net. It was such a nice pass by Johnny Sarver over to Whitted, and he gets a hold of it and just gets too much underneath and behind it. That's got to be like 10 shots we've had today where we had chances and just sent it up and over the net or wide. Or I think these goals are not regulation size. I think that's what the problem is. 1:59 left in period number 2. Face-off at the Capital Zone. On the ice, we've got Sarver, Whitted, Drexel, Bisley, Wheeler. Capitals send it up and out. Wheeler's got it at neutral ice. Capitals are going to turn and skate it to the far side. Quick poke check. Nice steal by Sarver. Capitals regain the puck. They're going to bring it into the Rampage zone. The far side, a little bit of room. Shot taken. Holmes with the save, and he's going to cover it up. .136 left in period number 2. We'll get some fresh skaters on the ice. We've got Huff, Merrill, Whittingham, Roberts, and Foster. Capitals win the draw. They send it back behind the net. Merrill gets there, sends it up for Foster. Foster turns with it. Skates, takes the red line. Quick poke check. Capitals chip it back the other way. They're into the Rampage zone with it. Make a move down low, back behind the net. They send it up to the point on the far side. Shot gets deflected, ends up in the near side. Foster chips it over to Roberts. Roberts turns with it. It's into the zone, and then Capitals are going to chip it right back out again. Huff regains it at the red line, sends it across to Merrill. Merrill sends it in. Rampage have tagged up. Whittingham gives chase down low. Puck goes to the far corner, up to Huff, and then back again. On net, and the goaltender's going to cover it up. .44 seconds left in period number 2. We'll get a face-off in the Capital Zone. On the ice, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Sarver, Espirito, and Bender. Rampage win the draw up to Bender at the point. Sends it down the boards, back behind. Sarver's there waiting for it. Drexel gets in there. They get tied up. Capitals with the steal. They're going to kick it off the boards. Skate it into neutral zone, into the Rampage zone. Pass comes across. Drexel's going to pick it up, feeds it up to Sarver. Sarver's into the zone. He's got Whitted. Sarver takes a shot. Whitted with a follow. The goalie makes a save. Now that one was just an excellent goaltender save. I wish I could blame that one on us. .18 seconds left, face off in the Capital Zone. Puck goes to the wall. Drexel gets there, feeds it up to Whitted, comes up to Bender. Bender sends it through. Goaltender makes a save, goes out to the wall. Sarver feeds it down low. Capitals have it down low, but held in the zone. Drexel turns and fires across to the near side, and time expires on period number 2. So after a flurry of activity, and watching the camera out there, feel free to keep your eye on number 55, who's been taking cheap shots all game long. He's got a C on his chest. Which apparently stands for see you next Tuesday. As we get ready to start period number 3, Rampage down by 2. see what we have left in period number 3. The boys are going to have a little left to try to battle back, dig themselves out of this hole. Out on the ice to start period number 3. We've got Wheeler, Whitted, Sarver, Drexel, Bisley. Rampage come up with it. Little back and forth at neutral. Drexel picks it up. He's going to turn and fire it into the zone. Capitals pick it up back behind their net. Send it hard off the boards out to neutral ice where they've got a player ready to pick it up. They're into the Rampage zone. Drop it at the point. Pass across. Goes off the boards and into the corner. Tied up down low. Sarver gets a stick on it. And he's going to skate it out of the zone. Takes the red line. He's going to dump it and give chase. Puck back behind the boards into the near side corner. And now Capitals clear it. Wheeler picks it up back in his own zone. Makes a move to the other side. He's got a player on him. Huff has to come back and help out. Puck bounces out. Whitted's going to pick it up. He skates out of the zone. Feeds it over for Sarver. Fed in. Oh, and Wheeler was there, had a stick on it, just couldn't get it in quick enough. Bouncing around at neutral ice. Whitted turns with it, feeds it to Sarver. Sarver makes a move, avoids the check, slips the jab, and now puck comes up and out to neutral ice. Merrill turns it around, a little back and forth at neutral. Sarver's going to turn around with it. He sends it in hard. He's going to go to the bench for a change. Capitals send it around the boards to the near side. Foster took a shot and is down and hurting. He got back up again. .23 left in period number 3. We'll get a face-off just outside the Capitals zone. They're not calling a penalty. I'll be honest with you, I didn't see what happened. Out on the ice, we've got Foster, Roberts, Whittingham, Bender, and Espirito. Back into the Rampage zone. Espirito feeds it into the corner. Bender sends it hard up the boards and out. Capitals have it at neutral. Turn it around. Back into the Rampage zone with it. Bender with the takeaway. He's going to feed it up and out. Whittingham's going to pick it up. He's got Foster with him. Whittingham takes a shot, and Foster gets pushed into the net by none other than number 55, who's been taking cheap shots all game long. To include, swung a stick at one of our kids. And it does look like we've got a penalty going to at least one of the Rampage boys. So, Rampage are on the penalty kill. 14:52 left in period number 3. Out on the ice to start the PK, we've got Drexel, Whitted, Espirito, and Merrill. Capitals win the draw, send it over to the near side. Back again. Down low on the far side, up to the blue line. Out to the far side wall. Pass through, gets chipped up. Capitals regain it at the point, send it down the wall. Quick steal by Merrill, but unable to clear. Now Esperito's got it on his stick. He's going to flip it up and out to neutral ice. Capitals recollect and tag up. They skate back into their own zone. Drexel applying pressure on the forecheck. Capitals pull the puck out of the corner. They're going to skate out of their zone with it. Through neutral. Nice job by Carter Drexel to hold things up. And we do have a penalty coming to the Capitals. So 14:01 left in period number 3. We'll have 1:10 of 4-on-4, followed by a 50-second power play. Out on the ice to start the power play, we've got, the four-man attack. We've got Whittingham, Foster, Wheeler, and Bisley. Minute and 10 of 4-on-4 time. Puck not out. Whittingham's going to turn with it. He skates in, takes a shot. Goaltender makes a save. Puck down low in the corner. Whittingham with a nice steal. Back behind the net. Shot goes off the side of the net and down low into the corner. Change of direction. Capitals have it back behind their net. They're going to skate to the far side. Skate up and out. They're through neutral. They're into the Rampage zone with it. Take a shot. Goes to the far wall. Puck comes back again to the near side. Wheeler ties things up down low. Whittingham comes in to help out. A couple of Capitals players. Wheeler's going to skate it to the far side. Wheeler skates it into the zone. Drexel picks it up, and it comes back into the zone. He's got to chase it back. Drops it for Whitted. Whitted comes back the other way. Whitted's going to skate it up and out of the zone. Takes the red line. He's into the Capital zone. Skates back behind the net. Feeds it up to the point to Wheeler. Wheeler sends it across. The Rampage are on a power play. Merrill has it at the point. Feeds it down the wall. Sarver skates it down low. Drops it for Drexel in the corner. Drexel chips it back behind the net. Capitals get there, but Drexel's going to hold it up. And now Capital is able to clear it up. They're going to skate it up and out of the zone. Sarver comes back looking for it. Puck on the wall, and the Capitals are going to dump it back. Only 20 seconds left of power play time for the Rampage. Whitted picks it up off the wall, flips it up for Sarver. Sarver wrangles it in. He's going to skate into the zone with it, takes a shot, goes off of a boot, and now Capitals are going to clear. Esperito sends it to McManus. McManus skates into the zone with speed. A quick shot. Goaltender has it in his glove. We've got some pushing and shoving after the whistle. And just 1 second left on the power play. 12:02 in period number 3. We'll get a face-off in the Capitals zone. On the ice, we've got King, Wilton, McManus, Huff, and Merrill. Looks like the faceoff's going to come outside the Capital zone. Wilton to take the draw. Puck back into the Capital zone. Capitals pick it up, and they're back at full strength. An attempt to clear, McManus gets in the way. Puck bounces back into Capital zone. Capitals send it across, off the wall, into the Rampage zone with it. Shot gets deflected back behind the net. Up to Merrill, skates it out of the zone, over to King. King's going to skate with it. He sends it in on net, just wide. Merrill pinching in, down low into the corner. And now the Capitals are going to clear it up and out. and I don't think it's going to have enough for icing. So Huff comes back for it. Sends it off the boards. And Capitals send it back in again. Puck in the far side. King chips it off the wall. And now puck comes up and out. Capitals have to hold up and tag up. They do so. Puck stuck on the far wall there, right in front of the Rampage bench. We've got McManus, King, and Wilton all in the mix. Capitals send it back, and it back into their own zone with it. Wilton on the hunt. Capitals send it up off the boards out of the zone. McManus wrangles it in over to Roberts. It goes off a stick, and Rampage are offside. 10:51 left in period number 3. Rampage still down by 2. Face-off just outside the Capitol zone. Out on the ice, we've got Whittingham, Foster, Roberts, Bender, and Espirito. I'm sorry, the face-off's going to come to the center dot. Capitals win the draw. Chip it off the board. Back into the Rampage zone. Bender has the puck, and we've got a penalty coming. To Foster. So with 10:44 left in the game, Rampage are back on the penalty kill. So out on the ice to start the PK, we've got Whitted, Drexel, Bisley, and Wheeler, it looks like. Somebody didn't like something. So we're going to get another whole nother little face-off. But I don't know what it was that they didn't like. Capitals win the draw. Up at the point. They're going to skate it back behind the net and change direction back to the near side. Puck tied up down low. Capitals center the pass. It comes through up and out of the zone. Capitals have to go back into their own zone on the hunt for it. Drexel applying pressure on the forecheck. Capitals through neutral into the Rampage zone on the near side. Capitals are going to skate to the far side, send it up to the blue line. Shot, deflects through, Holmes with the save. Wheeler has it, turns, clears it out. Whitted gets there, tries to feed it up to Drexel. Capitals get a stick in the way and back into the Capital zone with it. The far side wall, but held in at the point, and now it's going to come out. Whitted with the takeaway. He's back in the Capital zone, gets taken down from behind with a hook or a trip or something, but nothing's called, so play will continue. Capitals into the Rampage zone. Centering pass, shot goes up and over and ends up behind the net. Puck comes up to the near side point. Fed back behind the Rampage net. Merrill gets there, sends it up, deflects, and comes out of the zone. Whitted's going to pick it up at neutral ice. He shoots it up high, goes, and is probably going to go for a change. In fact, he does. Sarver in on the forecheck, just coming fresh into the penalty kill. Sarver picks it up, steals the puck, has it tied up down low in the corner. He's got a couple of Capitals players on him, but does a great job keeping the puck tied up down low for a little while. And he's still in the mix, and the puck is still back there. Okay, Capitals have it on their stick now. They're going to skate up and out of the zone. Sarver with a nice poke check to change direction. Nice, excellent, hard-working play by Johnny Sarver on this shift. Little back and forth at neutral, and now Capitals are turning around. They're 2-on-1 in the zone. Quick shot, Holmes with the save. Rampage are back at full strength. Puck down in the corner. Capitals are going to turn, skate it off the wall, fire it up and into the netting. And the face-off's going to come up and out of the zone. 8:31 left in period number 3. Out on the ice, we've got McManus, Wilton, King, Merrill, and Huff. Capitals win the draw. They're going to send it across to the far side. Puck tied up down low in the corner. Merrill's in there. Wilton comes in to help out. Battle for the puck. And looks like the Capitals turn, but then it gets stuck right back in the corner again. Tied up down low, Wilton and Merrill are still in there. And then Wilton comes out with it, over to Huff, out of the zone, looking for McManus. Puck tied up on the far side, McManus with the takeaway. He's gonna poke it into the zone. Capitals with it back behind their net. Send it off the boards on the near side, and then the puck gets chipped up and out. Espirito wrangles it in, sends it in off the boards. That should be icing, and is. So we get a whistle. Face-off will be in the Rampage zone. 7:37 left in period number 3. Rampage still down by 2. Out on the ice, we've got Drexel, Sarver, Whitted, Bender, and Espirito. Rampage win the draw into the corner. Espirito's going to get there. Holds up in the corner. Gets tied up with the player. Gets hit in the helmet by a player. Puck gets sent back to the far side. Espirito gets there, sends it up off the wall. Drexel picks it up. Over to Sarver. Sarver's into the zone. Sarver takes a shot. Goaltender makes a save. Sarver chases down in the corner. Puck goes to the far side wall. Cleared up and out. Bender knocks it down, and he's going to change direction with it. Back into the Capital zone. Little bit of back and forth. Whitted gets it on his stick, and then gets stuck with Whitted and Drexel, and then bounce around. It's in the Capital zone. Sorry, I got tongue-tied there for a second. Whitted has it down low. Centering pass. Goalie got a leg pad on it, and now Capitals are coming back the other way. Into the Rampage zone. Pass across. Ends up in the near corner. Sarver with the steal. And then Drexel sends it up. Goes off a Whitted's stick into the Capital zone. Rampage going for a change. Capitals coming back the other way with speed. They skate down the near side. Shot taken. Holmes with the save. Wheeler picks it up. Sends it to the other wall. Foster up to Bisley. Bisley sends it off the wall out of the zone. Capitals send it back in, and they are offside by quite a bit. 6:13 left in period number 3. Out on the ice, we've got Roberts, Whittingham, Foster, Merrill, and Huff. Capitals win the draw, back into their own zone with it. They send it to the near side. Merrill with the takeaway. He's going to skate to the far side. He's into the zone, down the wall. He sends it deep. Now, Capitals send it up and around the boards, takes a weird bounce, comes out to Huff. Huff sends it across the ice to the far side. Merrill turns with it, sends a pass across, goes off a stick and into the zone. Foster's chasing it into the corner. He's got a player on him. Roberts comes in to help out. Tied up in the corner, looking for the puck. Puck is tied up down low in the corner. Comes bouncing out. Whittingham gets a stick on it, sends it across to the far side. Comes to Foster back behind the net. Bouncing around on everybody. It's going to come to the near wall, and Capitals clear it. Huff knocks it down out of the air. Looks like we're going to send one from each team to the box. So 5:16 left in period number 3. Face-off will be just outside the Capital zone. Out on the ice, we've got King, Wilton, McManus, Bender, and Espirito. And as you would imagine in a game like this, we've got lots of parents saying lots of things, and most of them don't know what the heck they're talking about. And on a very quick advance into the zone, Capitals are going to score again. with 5:08 left in period number 3. Rampage down by 3. Out on the ice, we've got Drexel, Sarver, Whitted, Wheeler, and Bisley. Faceoff comes back to the near side. Wheeler wrangles it in, sends it up the boards. A little back and forth, and now Capitals are going to turn with it. They skate into the Rampage zone. Skate to the middle. A quick turn, and Capitals are going to send it out of the zone. Sarver picks it up. He's into the zone with it. Sauces it over, looking for Whitted just outside the reach. Held in the zone. Bisley holds the blue line. Now Capitals clear. Comes back to Wheeler. Over to Wheeler in the zone. Fed up the boards for Whitted. Whitted chips it off the boards. Capitals have it at neutral ice. Drexel feeds it behind him to Whitted. Whitted's into the zone. Drops it looking for Drexel. Doesn't connect. Huff coming in off the bench. He's going to take the red line, send it in on net. Capitals send it up and out of play into the bench. .405 left in period number 3. Face-off in the Capitals zone. On the ice, we've got Whittingham, Wilton, Roberts, Merrill, and Huff. Wilton feeds it to Whittingham. Whittingham takes a shot, goes up and over. Capitals clear the zone. It's going to go to the far side. Huff gets there. Sends it back up and out, looking for Merrill off the wall. Roberts picks it up. He's into the zone. Roberts tries to feed it to the center. Puck ends up back behind the net. Capitals send it up and out. Merrill has to come back for it. He turns around, sends it up to Wilton, goes off his stick into the zone. In Wilton's skates, he feeds it to Roberts. Roberts sends a shot just wide of the net. Huff goes down low into the corner, and Capitals send it up but not out. Whittingham keeps it in, and now it clears out to neutral ice. Bouncing around, Whittingham's going to wrangle it in. He turns, takes the red line. He's going to chip it in and go for a change. Wilton goes in after the puck. Capitals are going to get there, clear it up and out and over the glass. Again, got to keep your head on a swivel here, sitting in the bleachers. 3:03 left in period number 3. Out on the ice, we've got King, McManus, Whitted, Bender, Espirito.
Here we go.
Puck goes to the inside wall. Capitals clear it out to neutral ice. Bender comes back for it, picks it up in his own zone. He's going to turn, feeds it up for Whitted off the stick. It's into the Capital zone. McManus heavy on the forecheck. McManus gets down there, feeds it back for King. King takes a shot. Goaltender gets a piece, and it goes up into the netting and out of play. 2:44 left in period number 3. Rampage down by 3. Rampage win the draw. Espirito over to Bender. Bender takes a shot. Body's in the way. I think the goalie got a piece of it. Whitted tries to feed it out front. Puck goes off a skate and comes out of the zone. Espirito has to come back for it. He picks it up in his own zone. Espirito turns, quick takeaway shot. Holmes makes a save. Puck comes up but not out. Still in the Rampage zone. Whitted comes back for it, feeds it across to Bender. Bender skates up and out of the zone. He's going to flip it up in the air on net. Goaltender knocks it down and is going to cover it up as King was advancing. 2:09 left in period number 3. Face-off in the Capital zone. Out on the ice, we've got Whittingham, Drexel, Sarver, Bisley, Wheeler. Capitals win the draw. Send it up and out of the zone. Wheeler chips it up. Sarver sends it into the zone. Capitals send it back and down low. Whittingham going in on the forecheck. Capitals change direction to the near side. They're going to flip it up in the air. Wheeler knocks it down, and Rampage are offside. .147 left in period number 3. Same crew out as before. Capitals win the draw. They're going to send it up and out. Drexel turns with it. Fans on the pass. Has to recollect the puck. Sends it over to Sarver. Sarver's into the zone. Capitals clear it. That's going to go on net. So play will continue. And that just squeaks through and goes wide of the net. Wheeler up to Whittingham. Whittingham chips it over to Sarver. Sarver carries it to this side, up to Bisley. And now we've got number 55 down, who's been the biggest instigator of everything that's happened out on the ice this game. 1 minute and 10 left in the game. Rampage are going to be on the penalty kill. We'll finish it out that way. Does look like we're going to have 2 players go into the box. So really happy to see that somebody else saw it as well. And now we have a fan being told to leave the ice, and he's refusing to do so. Refusing to do so. That's a bench minor. It is. He refuses to leave. That's a bench minor. What's that? No. They're down at that end. That's one of their parents. Yeah, that's one of the Capitals' parents that just got kicked out. All right, so we're going to stay 5-on-5 out on the ice. We've got Wilton, Whittingham, Roberts, Merrill, and Huff. Capitals win the draw. Roberts is going to jump on it, keeps it pinned up down low in the corner. Puck comes up, Huff knocks it down, takes a shot, deflects way up in the air. Huff takes another shot, deflects up in the air into the netting and out of play. So 56 seconds left in the game. The ref's calling the game before it's over. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. Well, and they're not going to allow for a handshake line. Well, after not quite a full game, Rampage are going to go down 6-3, and that's going to be it. The refs aren't going to let them do a handshake line. The refs called it before the time ran out. This actually should very much be an official complaint filed about the officials, but we'll see. It's not going to happen. Thanks. We'll see you guys.